Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 5th episode of Mushoku Tensei. And last episode, Paul, our Father of the Year, got a good amount of focus, which led to us having a big shift in the dynamic of things because not one, but two women of that household now have a baby. Paul being half of each baby. So now Rudy's got essentially two siblings, a full one and a half one. I think one was a boy and a girl. I want to say the names were Norn and Aisha. So kind of the house became very lively all of a sudden, and also tensions quite high because Paul. Because Paul. I think that sums it up rather nicely. So we got that going on, and also we ended off the episode with this father just knocking out his son and tossing him into some vehicle, some lady we, as the audience at least, barely know. I assume Rudy doesn't know her really well, although that sentence did not come out very well. I assume Rudy doesn't know her very much either, is what I was trying to say. So, where are we going? I mean, there was talks of school, university, job. Is any of that going to happen now? I don't know. I'm not sure where we're going, but our beast lady should explain that. So, let's get into it. See how that goes. 3, 2, 1, play. I think that was an alright summary of last episode. Wheel? Pretty much right where we left off. Yeah, I would imagine you'd be a little bit nervous. Right. Oh. I can't read, okay. I guess you wouldn't have to. I mean, I can't really read that either, so fair enough. Damn. Maybe we shouldn't have read that out loud. Please don't punch the messenger. Okay. Wait, he's gonna be a tutor? That is something. Okay. He was probably just mad at you, calling him out. Oh. Okay. I can believe that. Wow. Wow. Yeah, maybe that couldn't have, maybe that could have been omitted from the letter. Yeah. I guess it's his own kind of parent protagonist. Jeez. I guess it was kind of asking for a big shift in the show, and I guess this is it. Basically, push that baby bird off the cliff and let it fly, or fall to its death. It's that kind of scenario. So let's try to fly. I'm glad we're getting the important things established. No hesitation. So yeah, I mean, I guess I have a decent understanding of what's going on now. I regret nothing. Mushoku Tensei, jobless reincarnation. Changing now, clearly. Could you imagine having a bunny girl made? Oh, a chalice. How fancy. Hey, where's your beast ears? Hopefully there's nothing weird in it. I trust no one in this show anymore. Oh, she's cute. Oh, the redheaded girl's probably the girl he's meeting. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I just clicked in my head. That's probably the girl he tutors. So I look forward to meeting her. Ray Rat. Yeah, that name sounded familiar. I suppose it would. As expected of Paul. Not a lot. Not a terrible deal, especially if the girl's cute, which I'm sure she is. Please do. You hear correct. I promise nothing. A little Wagamama. I know what to expect now. Yeah, let's meet her before we get too confident. Yep, there she is, the red-haired girl. It's gonna be love at first sight. Oh wow. Yeah, that's an intense gaze. And gorgeous flowing hair. I think we have a new harem member here. It's sort of, not really. How dare you? Okay, yeah. Great start here. Yeah, you don't hit teachers. It's not okay. Hit her back. Oh, well, actually, it didn't even look that painful, but the fact that he did it's the important part. Oh. Oh, jeez. Okay. She's stronger than she looks. Okay, this is escalating. Oh, jeez, oh my... Oh. Can someone please help this boy? Yeah, at least he can do that. She may be physically stronger, but she can't do that. Man, this really escalated. You can't be afraid of your student. So yeah, not the best start, but I'm sure we'll make progress as time goes. I said nothing. I can see why he had difficulty finding a good tutor for her. Yeah, exactly. I mean... Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just look at that look. Okay, what exactly do you have in mind? I don't know. I don't like to focus on his face. Makes me nervous. Is he a spy for the red-haired girl? What was her name? Did we get her name? I don't remember. We might have. A lot was going on at the time. We didn't hear the plan yet, so I'm sure it's gonna work. Holy... Guess we'll have to find a new one. Are we in a box? A coffin? Is this part of the plan? Certainly got atmosphere. Oh, she's in a box too. Wonder how this is gonna go. Don't you hate when that happens? Yeah, can you do that? Okay. Is this acting though? I'm starting to doubt that. Oof. Man, talk about putting yourself into a role. Oh god. I think I saw some hair get pulled out there. I mean, little bit. And at the very least, a lesson should be learned. Rude. He's a protagonist. A little respect. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's... Oh, God. That is... Yeah, I don't think she deserved that. Yeah, good thing we got healing magic. What if I don't want to? Well, yeah, this is why you study. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think that's what the close-up of his face was before, him thinking of his own schemes. How do we solve this problem without violence, though? Just escape out the window? Bye-bye, later. That's one way to board the door. Yeah, that worked so well the last time. Yeah, if you promise not to punch me anymore, I'll think about saving you. Deal? We're running out of time. I want to decide quickly. Is that magic? Where'd they go? They just vanished. You guys clearly need a better cell. So how you feeling? Yeah, maybe not do that. Yeah, she listens about as well as you'd expect. I was waiting for it. I want to believe you. Yeah, I can't read it either. I think that final character was a Hiragana no, but... I love the look of frustration. A little bit on edge. That may be a problem. Or maybe not. I'm kind of on edge too, I guess. But something's definitely gonna happen before we get to safety. Some kind of ambush. I'm just waiting for it. But maybe not. Maybe things will go better than expected. Yeah. More or less Kei Kakudori. Maybe we shouldn't run up to him. Yeah, that was not the best thing to do. Just completely left her open there. Yeah, where are you going now? Seems like you may have hit a dead end there, sir. It's not looking great. Well, that's not gonna happen. I'm not sure how much that is. Oh, wow, okay. I mean... Okay, so it is a lot of money. But he's not gonna take it. He's not that much of a scumbag. I believe that. I believe that too. Doesn't make what you're doing okay, though. That's the thing. Living the dream. Best use of time. Well said, sir. Well said. Fireworks. Okay. Viable strategy. Maybe the local guards will come. What was that? Anyway, this is the time to strike for sure. Blinded for the second time. Ah! No. Yeah, I think you're kind of boned. Yeah, what exactly is that? Hopefully it saves us. Wait, is that our beast girl? I don't remember her name. Grisalia or something. It might be. Wow, just disintegrated the entire blade. That was really, really badass. Think we got him. Yeah, Ghislaine, that's what it was. And yeah, Paul wasn't kidding about her ability. She has to teach us that. Please wait for the ringing to stop. Well, yeah. Yeah, the signal definitely worked in that regard. It's a long story. There was treachery afoot. Yeah. Dead. Well, that was an eventful night, wasn't it? Eddie's, okay, that's her name. So, Eddie's, did you learn any valuable lessons tonight? Shut up. She could probably use a good shower and a nap. But she really did keep that up. I'm amazed. I wouldn't call it a failure. I think maybe this worked. Like, sure, we needed the Ghislaine help, but overall, I'd say it still worked. And there it is. I was waiting for the wait. What a privilege. There we got the dead end. At least the beginning steps of it. I wish I could do it that cutely. And there you go. I think so. Jobless no more. A young lady in violence. Perfect. That's such a perfect title. I can't remember the last time I saw such a perfect title. Because there was a young lady. There was plenty of violence. Some of which was done by the lady. Most of it wasn't. Her name was Eris, right? Isn't that the name of the currency in Konosuba? Well, also the goddess. Yeah, that was quite the episode. Like, some really hype moments for sure. Some twists and turns. This really is a great anime. I really need to start picking up the pace of how often I react to them. It is just so hard to exactly predict how things are gonna go. Like, you could assume eventually she would accept him, right? But how we get there is the fun part. And I predicted that she would be the red-haired girl because that's the only other prominent character in the OP or ED that about his age that it could be, right? A day off in Roa, okay. So like a relaxing episode, one where people don't die. That'd be cool. Okay. Well, that was the 5th episode of Mushoku Tensei. Where do I start with this one? Okay, well, the answer of what exactly was going on was answered pretty quickly. Luckily, father was nice enough to give him a letter kind of detailing what's going on. And Ghislaine couldn't read it because she couldn't read, because she's more of a warrior kind of character. Musclehead, reading's not... Well, why would she need to learn such a skill? So Rudy read it, and some of it was not super... Some of it Ghislaine got angry at. And that's to be expected. But he explained things pretty well. We have a job we're going to do, like the whole tutoring thing. So it's a good deal for the most part. Like, he needs money, and this is a chance to go out somewhere else, explore the world, meet new people, make new friends, have a good time. So really not too bad. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. And narratively, it's an excuse to, yeah, get out of there, expand the plot. So we have all that, and we went to the place, and the father described her as Wagamama. I don't remember how they translated it, but, you know, kind of that kind of character. So obviously a parent usually downplays the negative aspect of their child. It's just a common thing. So, and I've seen enough kind of violent tsundere, spoiled brat kind of characters that I more or less knew what to expect. But she still surpassed that expectation in that regard. Like, I wasn't expecting such quick physical violence from her. But yeah, she's pretty quick to do that. And I wasn't sure, I was kind of wondering whether or not we would have Rudy retaliate, and he did, although his hit looked so much less painful than hers did, and that was before she hit him again, this time with a lot more power behind it, like moving halfway across the room levels of power, right? Like, I was kind of surprised she could hit that hard. I mean, she's like, what? She's a small child. That was a strong hit. So, we're there to teach her magic, right? Does she even need to know magic if she can hit that hard? But I digress. So, yeah, she wasn't very accepting of him. Like, the fact that he was younger than her, I guess, was one thing that she definitely did not like. So, not a lot of respect, really. So we had to overcome that somehow. The idea of putting on a sort of elaborate play, an act, that was a good idea, for sure. Trying to put her into a situation where she can respect and appreciate him as a teacher, like want him to be her teacher, right? That was the idea of it. And we didn't really get to see too much of, like, the actual planning of it. But once I saw them both in boxes, you could put a decent amount together that it was some kind of getting captured or kidnapped scenario, and he would, you know, save the day using his impressive skills, and she'll be like, wow, Rudy, you're so impressive, please become my teacher, I beg of you, I'll be a good student, I promise. I imagine that's kind of how it was imagined to go. So then we had the guy come in, and honestly, pretty quickly, you could kind of tell the feeling of it, the atmosphere of it, that something wasn't quite right. And I wasn't quite sure if this was going to be a full-blown betrayal sort of thing, taking advantage of the situation to just straight up, you know, kidnap this girl, or if it would just be a sort of thing where they just kind of almost like a middle ground between the two, where they're still going along with it technically, but they're more rough than they have to be because of some resentment towards her. Like, that would be kind of a middle ground of the two options, right? But no, it was full-blown evil betrayal kind of thing. And that becomes pretty clear when he walks in and just is completely savage, brutal, not holding back in the slightest against her. As he's just beating her to a pulp, we have Rudy over here being like, that seems like a bit much. I mean, was this in the script? Is he ad-libbing? I don't know. Was this part of the plan, guys? That seems like a bit much. But eventually Rudy does realize that, yeah, something's very, very wrong here, and we need to escape. And we did, pretty much. We gave her a little bit of healing, but not too much healing, not too much, and just got out of there, luckily, before they came in. But at that point, we weren't out of the woods yet, because we still had to successfully get back home. And they were not going to give up without a fight, because they knew if they got back, what happened would get out, and they'd be in a bit of trouble. So, pretty much the entire time they're on their way back, they're pretty nervous. Anyone walking by or riding by, they're wondering if that's, you know, them. So, very much on edge for a good chunk of it. And even through some of the escape, we had Aries was her name, right? Arisa? I think it was Aries. I'll get her name down eventually. I should just call her red-haired girl for this episode. So, yeah, she was still being fairly defiant, still causing a bit of trouble, but eventually she finally quieted up until they got back. So she can learn. That's the important part. Rudy even commented at certain points that even though this was quite a bit off of the original plan, that it was still salvageable. The main goal could still be done. Although he was worried that that wasn't the case as soon as Ghislaine showed up, because the idea of him saving the day kind of ruined if she comes in and saves the day, you know? But I was still pretty sure that it worked. I still think the main point of it still got across to her, and I think they made it pretty clear that it did. The whole, you know, you can call me Eddie's thing, there's no need for Sama, like, she made it pretty clear that some respect had been established there, and going forward, I think we could just be her tutor and things would be great, right? So, I look forward to their magical sessions. It's just such an interesting shift in dynamic, shift in roles, because before Rudy was the student because Roxy was teaching him, and she even got a little bit of disrespect because of how young she was, and then we have Rudy being a tutor for someone also being kind of looked down on because she's how young he is, right? So really interesting how that kind of flipped on its head. But Rudy is such a prodigy, he's, I would imagine, pretty qualified for such a position, so that'll be fun to see going forward, especially if she is a bit more amiable, a bit more docile going forward. Because yeah, punching your teacher, it's not a good thing. You really shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, this was quite the episode. Like a lot of good action sequences. Like when the show wants to have a good animated, cool looking battle sequence, they can do it, and they do. Man, that attack from Ghislaine, I just like whooshed, and we have the coloring and the ringing and all that. Just that looked gorgeous. That was an incredible attack. I was kind of a little bit breathless just watching that. But I mean, there were so many cool action sequences that's. At some point, I almost half got used to it, but that one definitely stood out like a lot. So yeah, this was a great episode. Probably the best one so far. Definitely the most action-packed so far. Like we've had a lot of magical teaching and stuff like that, but I don't think we have anything quite like this in sense of real danger combat scenario. I think this is the first time we've really gotten that. I'm pretty sure. So pretty big deal. And we definitely got a good look at what Ghislaine can do. And I think that's pretty much all I want to say on the episode. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm really into the show. I kind of regret not having this be a day one pickup. If I knew how good it was, it certainly would have. But yeah, I'm watching it now. That's the important thing. Hopefully I can start to get through it a bit more quickly. And hopefully you're enjoying my reactions to it. I'm very much enjoying watching it, and I look forward to watching more. So, until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.